Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tracy. We do a lot of fitness and lifestyle content here. So if you're new, then I hope that you stay along for the ride. Today's video is a Paragon Fitwear review video, y'all. It is their newest botanical collection launching this Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time or 12 p.m. Central Time for early access. I have all of the pieces here today in every single colorway, and I'm so excited to share more with you guys. So let's begin. Every single piece in this collection is going to be made of Flex Sweat. We have seen Flex Sweat before, but you know, a couple months back in December, they released it in the Aura collection, and you guys, oh my god, popped off with that collection. It sold out instantly, and y'all seemed to love it so much, so they obviously had to bring it back. So with Flex Sweat, it's nothing like Reluna, right? Nothing like that super ultra stretchy, lightweight fabric. It's more so on the medium side in terms of compression. It's very performance-y, but at the same time, is like super soft and still forgiving, which literally makes no sense, and I'll explain why. This fabric that's launching is the Flex Sweat 2.0. There is more stretch, so I feel like even trying some of these pieces on, it was a little bit more forgiving than the 1.0 version, but it is still definitely considered a medium compression performance fabric on me. Now, before we talk about the pieces, you'll already know I have to introduce the colorways. So we have 5 colorways coming out. Of course, we're always gonna have that staple black, but we also have Terracotta, which is this like burnt orange colorway. We have Lucky, which is this very, oh my god, very bright green. I don't even know what type of green this is, but it's giving like tropical. You know what I mean? It's giving Hawaii. We also have Cactus Flower, which is this beautiful like peachy orange color. And last but not least, we have Dew, which is going to be the neutral colorway of the entire collection. More of this like grayish taupey color. So a lot to choose from, a lot of variety. So let's move into the actual pieces themselves. We have the crossover Sculptseam leggings coming out, the Big Move Sculptseam short, which y'all know me, I love a short, and it's gonna be so hot in Texas here that performance shorts for athleisure purposes and for training is gonna be chef's kiss. We have the Radiate bra coming out, which is a strappy low moment, and last but not least, the Sculptseam short suit, y'all. Paragon Fitwear is coming out with a one piece, you guys. I already have so many thoughts. I already had so many thoughts whenever I saw this, first of all, but upon trying it on, I think we'll be surprised at what I have to say. So with that being said, let's just get on into my sizing and begin this review. For every single piece here, I pretty much stuck to my normal sizing. I'll put my measurements somewhere on the screen, but for all the bottoms, I selected a size extra small. For the bras, I stuck with my true size small, and then for the short suit, I picked one up in a small, the other in an extra small, just to have some variety in the mix over there or whatever, but let's begin. Now let's talk about tops and then move our way down. I picked up the Radiate bra in 3 colorways. So I have Lucky, Terracotta, and Dew, and these are all in my true size small. This sports bra silhouette is not unfamiliar to us. It's very, very basic in the front with that wide scoop neck. It is a short line sports bra, so it is 12 inches long. And then the bottom band here is a thick elastic band, but it's hidden, so you don't really even see anything from the front, which is super nice because I feel like that makes the overall bra like super seamless. At the top of the sports bra, you'll have 2 straps going all the way back, and they are non-adjustable. So if we turn to the back, then the outer strap kind of just goes down, meets there just like any other normal sports bra, but then the inner strap kind of like crosses into this little V here, which is super, super flattering. The straps are so stretchy that I feel like there wasn't any restriction whatsoever. Nothing was digging in my traps, which is really nice. I also love how the straps kind of like curve downwards into this thinner back band, because if there's one thing about me, I hate like a really chunky sports bra. So this thinner band and these straps just show off the back gains really, really well. The bra does come with removable cup pads, but I will say I don't really like the pads in this bra. I feel like they're a bit thin and like cheaply made, because wearing the Dew colorway, you could see this really clearly, but there were just like a couple wrinkles in the bra pad. You can see it through in that colorway for sure, and I don't like that. I would rather have it be like a seamless look, especially because this bra is rather like flat in the front. Because the pads in them are like really wrinkly and thin and whatnot, you could just kind of see the wrinkles throughout. So that'd be my only thing, you guys, but you can either always like take the bra pads out, stick other pads in, and you know, call it a day. So that's me being like a little bit nitpicky or whatever. If you're in between sizes, I would definitely say that you could get away with sizing down, because whenever I wore the sports bra, underneath my bust, there was a little bit of wrinkling down here, and the overall body is a really full coverage bra. So there was no armpit fat showing or anything. There was just a lot of like surface area going on to where there was even a little bit of excess. So if in between, you can definitely get away with sizing down and you'll be just fine. Well, that takes care of all the tops that we had. We only literally had one bra, so let's go ahead and move along to bottoms. I have here the Big Moves Sculptseam short in the colorway Cactus, Terracotta, Dew, as well as Lucky. This is a rather basic short, right? Nothing too crazy, no fluff, no nothing, just your staple in your closet. So let's talk details. This short features a high-waisted waistband, nothing crazy, no fluff like I mentioned before. It is folded, so there's no like itchy seam or anything at the top to really constrict you. The short, I would say, is really forgiving as well versus the previous flex width that we've seen back in December. This definitely has more stretch to it, like for freaking sure. There is no front seam, so no camel. And oh, you guys, this is a freaking 5-inch inseam. They listened to us. They stopped at the 4-inch. Well, I don't know if they're coming back with 4-inch, but at least for this launch, shorts are a 5-inch inseam. Man, I hate when shorts freaking like right up your glutes, but this is a 5-inch, so we love to freaking see it. The bottom seam does not dig in whatsoever. So whenever they said they added more stretch, they really meant it to you guys because nothing is digging into your thighs. With the colorway Lucky, I think maybe because it's a little bit more of like a bold colorway. I don't know what really goes into the manufacturing process or like the dyeing process, but this short does fit a little bit more compressive than the like other lighter colors and whatnot. And I felt as if there was a little bit of digging in the thighs for this specific colorway, but not for any of the others. So if you're leaning more towards the Lucky colorway, then just be aware that it does fit a little bit more compressive than Cactus or Dew. Otherwise, if we turn to the back of the short, then there's that tonal Paragon logo back and center. There's also that slightly tapered glute seam back there that always sits above your glutes. I feel like Paragon does a great job of that. And then of course you have that glute seam running down the glute as well. But don't let your eyes deceive you guys, because this, along with literally every other bottom that Paragon has released for like ages now, has their trademarked Sculptseam. For those of y'all who don't know what Sculptseam is, it's the scrunch without a scrunch type of situation. It essentially is this elastic that's running down the length of the glute seam, so that way whenever you put the shorts on, it separates your cheeks into thing 1 and thing 2 without giving you uni butt. And we love to freaking see it. Like, you really can't feel it at all, which is so nice. So I love that they've been doing that because it really has changed the game for Paragon Fitwear. In terms of squat proofness, I'm comfortable in saying that Lucky and Terracotta are squat proof on me. However, with colorways as light as Dew or Cactus, definitely wear some sort of like nude thong whenever you wear these. If you are in between sizes for these shorts, I would say that it's safe to size down. I mean, they market it as a medium compression. I would say that it's a solid light to medium compression on me, especially because they added more stretch to this fabric. Like, it's so freaking stretchy. Next up, guys, the crossover Sculptseam legging. I picked it up in the color Terracotta in a size extra small. It does feature a high-waisted cross waistband, which we've seen with Paragon Fitwear before. The flaps, the cross isn't like sewn together or anything, so you have like one individual flap here and then boom, the other on top. It does fit rather high-waisted on me, hits me at the smallest point of my waist, which is really nice. And then they have like this dip down V right here for the waistband as well, instead of like a straight crossover waistband, which I think is super flattering. There's no front seam, so no camel. And if we turn to the back, there is still that slightly tapered glute seam with the Paragon tonal logo back and center. There's also the Sculptseam situation on the inside of the legging as well. Other than that, this legging is a 25-inch legging. There's nothing crazy running down the legging, right? Like, it really is just a staple basic performance legging. It does fit me 7/8 length, and I feel like there's a lot more stretch in the waistband. Like, the waistband of these leggings fits very similarly to the shorts, but the body of the legging is a true medium compression on me. Whenever I had it on, there wasn't a lot of stretch. Like, it just kind of bounced back. If you're in between sizes, I would say size down, because if you were to size up, I feel like the waistband would be a little bit too compressive. There'd be a lot of excess material in the crotch area, and there still was stretch in the body of the leggings. So yeah, if in between, size down, but only if you're in between, because otherwise this does fit very true to size. Last but not least, the piece that we are all freaking here for, the freaking short suit. Like I told you guys before, I picked this up in 2 sizes. So I picked up black in a size extra small, terracotta in a size small. If you guys are OG Paragon Fitwear shoppers, I'm talking like OG, you would recognize the silhouette of the top portion of this short suit. So this is the silhouette from the racerback crop, and they made this like eons and eons ago, but I loved the silhouette. I feel like it's the most basic like tank top that you could possibly wear. Like, I literally have 12 to 15 of these tanks alone just to wear during summer, so I love it. Yeah, just a little like nostalgia nostalgic moment or whatever. Anywho, like I mentioned, a rather deep scoop neck, right? It's not gonna be like scandalous, but definitely gonna be showing a little bit of cleave. The straps are rather thin, right? So nothing too crazy, about 2 fingers wide. And then it goes all the way to the back and becomes this sort of like thin racer back moment. Definitely breathable, especially with the type of fabric that this is as well. And I found that there was no digging into my lats whatsoever, at least in a size small, but we'll talk about how the extra small fit a little bit later. Paragon Fitwear logo back and center as well. Last thing about the top portion of this at least is that there are removable cup pads and a built-in shelf bra as well with a rather thick elastic, just like the Radiate bra, so no need to wear a bra or anything on the inside of this at all. The top portion does offer a medium compression on me, like very solid medium compression. If you were to work out in this, then I think you'll be just fine. Moving along to the bottom of this short suit, you're gonna have this super thin seam to separate the top versus the bottom part. I wish that they made this kind of like into a V, but I mean, that would be similar to what Vitality is doing, because I feel like this just isn't that flattering, just like this straight across type of seam right here. But of course, if you're wearing black or something, then you wouldn't really be able to tell that there's a seam there. This does sit on the smallest portion of my waist. And then moving down, we have the shorts portion. This is gonna be a 5.5-inch inseam. So the bottom of the shorts portion does not dig in whatsoever. So very similar to the shorts that we tried on before. A lot of stretch so your quads can actually breathe, you know what I mean? The seam is also a straight across seam back here. There's the glute seam, but it's kind of giving like T. It's kind of giving T for Tracy, and Tracy normally wouldn't want that because I feel like this is not a flattering seam at all. But again, if you're wearing black, then like you probably wouldn't see it. It's just me being picky. I just don't think that's the most flattering like back seam. So yeah, straight across back seam with Sculptseam on the inner portion of that glute seam. That's pretty much it for the short suit, guys. Nothing too crazy going on here. It's rather basic, right? Paragon Fitwear does do a lot of staples, I feel. So this is not gonna have any like fluff or anything like that. So let's go ahead and compare how an extra small fit versus a size small. Because as you guys know, I am a true size small for any tops. Whenever I tried the extra small, guys, it was so freaking compressive on me. And I kind of already knew that was going to happen because I feel like Paragon didn't properly do the measurements on this, maybe because it's already a very solid medium compression on me, let alone having it be an actual like short suit. So I feel like the proportions didn't really match up. Like the top is a true extra small. Like if you're gonna wear these short suits, you're gonna have to be an extra small in the chest area as well as like the shorts area, because while the shorts fit me just fine, it was the top area that literally made me feel like I was just squeezing into something that I wasn't supposed to be wearing. Like I am not an extra small in the top, so the sides dug in. It just fit me very like tiny. The racer back portion of the top on me definitely dug into my lats, whereas whenever I put on the size small, the bust area fit me just fine. But then whenever you went down to the actual bottoms portion was when shit hit the mother effing fan. There's just a lot of body right here, like right here in the crotch region and like the waist region. Not only is there more space on either side, and these are both extra smalls for the bottom, by the way, the overall body of the bottoms of the short suit is longer than the entire short combined. Does that make sense? You need to account for the waistband as well, but there's just so much body to the bottom of the short suit that it literally bunched up so much, like in the waist area, the back, whenever you pulled it up, because there's Sculptseam, like you can separate your cheeks and whatnot, but you can't wear this like a normal short, because with normal shorts, like if you were trying to have some glute separation, if you were trying to wedge this up your little booty crack or whatever, it would normally fit just fine. But for these, because there's no empty space, it's literally just gonna continue bunching up to your waist area. It's not gonna be flattering, right? So while the extra small short portion fit me fine on the short suit, the small fit me fine in the chest, but whenever it came to the lower body portion, there was just so much excess material quite literally everywhere. Just nothing works for me at all. If I had to stick with one of the two sizes that I got, I would probably stick with an extra small, solely because there was not as much excess material in the crotch and like bottom region as there was on the small. I just felt like I was swimming in the small. So while this was a little bit compressive, I'm probably gonna wear this with some sort of like cover up anyway. So I just feel like this would be the overall cuter fit. So if you're in between sizes, I would see what you prioritize more, whether you prioritize a more compressive fit and you wanna feel held in the top and you're okay with the bottoms being a little bit more comfortable, or vice versa, and go from there. So I hope that helps. All right, you guys, that is gonna be it for this video. Once again, Botanical is launching this Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already for more videos coming so soon. Follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at TracyBFit for more content on the daily. But until then, I will talk to you guys later. So bye.